Hello. Um, it's been a really long time. um, I thought I'd make a quick video because something extremely exciting is happening. Um, so as everybody knows, I was writing my book. I finished it a while ago. It's been going through editing and formatting and all that stuff. Got the cover design done, and today I received my proofs, my proof copies of my physical books. I expected there to be issues, like maybe the cover didn't fit or the map I especially just expected it to go all wrong and like I'll have to edit it and change things and get another proof made, but they are actually perfect. So I was so excited. I was actually going to unbox them in a video, but I couldn't. I was too impatient. So I've got paperback and hardback. I'll show you the paperback first, although the hardback is my favourite, although I love them both. So this is my book. How exciting is that? It's got this watermark. This isn't actually part of the cover. This is, it just says, look, not for resale. It's because it's a proof copy, so it's not actually for buying. It's for checking to make sure that everything came out okay. I think my dog's a bit excited too. Okay, and then we've got the hardback cover, which I saw this one first and I was like, oh my god, the colours are so nice and vibrant, but then when compared to this one, they are really, the colours pop so well on here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And they're so chunky. Look how chunky my book is. So yeah, I'll just find the map. Look, it's an actual real book. My book is an actual real book. I'll tell you how weird it is to hold it in my hand. The map. I was so worried that parts of it were going to be cut off, but it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And it's just unbelievably cool to have my book. So with regards to the book, I set my release date for 2 weeks tomorrow, which let me just check. The 25th of this month, it'll be released and you'll be able to buy it on Amazon. How exciting is that? So I had a very clear idea of what I want my prices to be. I wanted to price my paperback at £8.99. This is in British pounds. I don't know how much that is in dollars in America or Australia or anywhere. And I wanted my hardback to be £14.99. But I actually googled why this is, but I'll tell you the problem first. So the smallest amount that I could price, I'll talk about the paperback one, because I don't remember the exact for the hardback. I think the smallest amount I was allowed to price this was something like £13 something. And I'll tell you the most annoying thing about that is that was the lowest, and that meant that I would get no profit, which is really sucks, right? Badly. So I had to price this at $14.99. I don't know how much that is in dollars. I had to price this at $14.99. And this one is $18.99. And that's basically the lowest I can get, and the amount of profit I would get on that is so small. Luckily, the main thing I care about is like people reading my book, like far more than like, I care lots more about people reading it than making money. But weirdly, my ebook, which is only going to be $4.99, or is it $3.99? I think I set the price at $3.99 actually. I'll actually get more profit on that than these. So when you see the prices, they are a little bit higher than a normal book, but it's not my fault. I didn't want to do that. I didn't have a choice. I think, yeah, the reason for that is apparently like publishers, they get loads of books printed at once, like they get a wholesale price, but Amazon prints on demand, so every time someone orders a book they have to print it, so that's why it's more. Kind of sucks, but honestly, look how beautiful it is. It's completely worth it. My cover designer did such an amazing job, didn't he? He did amazingly. I might have to contact him and like send him a copy, because if I did this I'd be really happy to have it like a physical thing. Look at it, it's so nice. The initial one he did, like, at first there was like a hand holding a dagger, and I was like, Okay, there's going to be a dagger. It should be the one that's in the book. So I explained to him like what the dagger was in the book and everything. It's so nice. I love it. So yeah, before I got like my proofs and everything, I sent off my completely formatted book off to some paid beta readers, like professional ones that you have to pay money for, because I was like, okay, it's finished, and I just want to know what people make of like the story and stuff. So I sent it off. I paid for 3 beta readers, and I paid for these ones specifically because they had examples of like their reports, and they were like savage. They were like really like being very honest about their opinions on these books. And so I was completely like up for having my book torn to pieces. And then I got the email back from the lady, and she was all like, "Oh, we've your beta readers have finished their reports, so they're attached here." She was like, "Well done on your journey. Oh, and by the way," she was like, "by the way, one of the people that was reading your book was too disturbed to finish, so you've got an extra half a report for free." I have 3.5 reports because one person they actually gave up on chapter 10 because they found the book too disturbing. It is a dark book, I'm gonna warn you now. And I had to I mean, it's about assassins, it's about killers, so yeah, it's quite disturbing. And I don't even think that's the disturbing part. I think my characters are just like, especially one of them's very twisted in the head. He's like an anti-hero. He's like a villain, but a main character. And he's pretty twisted. So yeah, she was disturbed by my book, which was, yeah, that actually caused me to go back and add a content warning page at the beginning of the book, which I think was a good idea. And then the others, 2 of them in particular, really loved my book, and they were saying things like, "Oh, I can't wait for the next one" and stuff. And it made me so happy that they loved the book and they loved my characters, and made me so happy because, do you know what, like, it's not, to most people this is like, oh, it's just a book, but you know, this has like been years and years of hard work for me to get to this stage, and it means so much. And the second book I've actually written so much of already. I've actually written, there are going to be 4 books in this series, and the other 3 are already drafted basically, because I write all the time. Even whilst like getting this done, I was like lying in bed at night and I had an idea, and I quickly opened up like book 3 or something and quickly started writing a scene. So yeah, I'm hoping, I'm not gonna make any promises or say definitely, but I'm hoping to get the book 2 out before Christmas. It's gonna be a stretch, but honestly, like, I'm quite quick. I'm quite quick, and there's actually a lot of it already done as well, so I'm hoping I can I'm hoping that book 2 can come out. And the cover is going to be like all matchy. So this one's blue because the kingdom, the colour of the kingdom, like the royalty and stuff, were blue in the kingdom where this book's set. The ice is because the people of this kingdom use ice and water magic. The dagger belongs to one of my characters. The orchid, the black orchid here, is such a cool little touch that the artist added. I didn't know what I wanted for a cover, so I just told him about my book and he came up with this by himself. Pretty amazing. And I like the blood on the orchid where it's stabbing. It's very cool. But yeah, the second book is going to be more of a red theme, red and fiery, but it's going to very much stick to the same sort of style. Yeah, very exciting. So yes, my book will be out in 2 weeks tomorrow. I've started a TikTok account, which I never thought I'd do that. I've never had any interest in TikTok or Instagram, and I'm having to use both of those now. I was told that it's good to pick like 3 social medias, and apparently those YouTube and TikTok and Instagram will kind of work really nicely together. So I've never used TikTok or Instagram, so there's going to be learning curves for me. But I'm doing like, yeah, a 2-week countdown. So I'm going to be making like little tiny TikTok videos every day now until my book comes out. I've already got one done. and I'm also going to post like a quote from the book each day. So I will be doing that in here as well. I'll probably be posting them as like YouTube shorts, and in the community tab I will post the quotes as well. It's so exciting. So yeah, what else? Oh, you can sign up for my newsletter on my website. I'll put a link to my website in the description of this video. If you sign up for my newsletter, I'm not one of those people that like spams you with like information. You'll literally just receive probably a random newsletter like every month or two. Like I'm not someone that does it all the time. And it'll just have information about the second book. I might put like some missing chapters in there, even like things that I cut out, because there are some POVs that I did remove because I thought I've got too many in here. So I kept it minimal because I thought it would be less confusing, which I think was definitely the right move. But there are a couple that I think people might find interesting, so maybe I'll add some of those, attach them to a newsletter or something. Could be interesting. Also, another exciting thing, everyone who signs up for my newsletter before the release date, I will be picking a name from the people that sign up for the newsletter. You'll know who you are because I'll have your email address and I'll send you an email. Because I'll be picking one name at random. I use like a randomizer or something, I don't know. And I will be sending you a signed hardback copy like this. So you'll have to be comfortable with giving me an address to send it to. Don't worry, I'm not a murderer. Or if you don't feel comfortable with that, then I'm happy to also send it. If you prefer, I could send you the ebook instead. But yes, if you would like a free signed hardback copy, then sign up for my newsletter. I literally have like 2 people signed up to it right now because I haven't actually, this is the first time I'm even mentioning it exists. But yeah, it's a small list, so you probably have quite a nice chance of winning. And it's basically just because I need to build out my mailing list. So yeah, someone's going to get a free copy of the book, which will be nice. What else? I think that's everything. So yeah, expect YouTube shorts from me, maybe every day for the next 2 weeks, because yeah, my book's coming. It's very exciting. I think that's everything. I know I've been gone for a really long time. I wasn't really enjoying playing the vampire game. It got old for me, and I was also busy with obviously my book. And I've been absolutely addicted to playing Baldur's Gate 3, I'm not gonna lie. I've got like 1,000 hours in it, so I've been playing that. Not making a video of it, and I probably won't because it would be so long. And also I know what I'm like. It would be so sporadic. I'd be like, oh, I haven't played that for a while, like 3 months later. It's not a good idea. Yes, so I'm probably just gonna stick to bookish things, I think. Like for instance, I've read some insanely wild shit lately. Like I go through little phases of like reading certain types of book. Like I go through a phase of like reading loads of classics for ages, and then I go through a phase of reading loads of like fantasy books and stuff like that. My book, by the way, is fantasy. Well, it's fantasy. I'd say it was a romantasy maybe, but kind of like a very, very dark one. It's not like a sweet romantic book. There is romance in there, but it's very dark, very dark. But yeah, lately I've been reading some like insane shit, some like really out there, bizarre, crazy books, and I would actually quite like to talk about those. So maybe I'll make a video about that after the book is out and everything. But yes, I hope everybody's been doing well. Thank you to the people that have left little comments or messages to me. I'm sorry I haven't responded. I've been all over the place the last couple of months getting this done. It's like, such a relief. I've actually given up drinking any alcohol whatsoever during the week and only drink wine at weekends now. And it's Monday, but I'm celebrating. thank you so much for watching. I think probably you'll be able to pre-order my book like in the next couple of days. I've got to go on the thing. I don't even know what it's called. I've got to go on the thing and I've got to set a release date and stuff. I don't know if it can be pre-ordered or not, but it will be out on that date that I said. Wait there, I need to check what the date is. The 25th. All right, I'll remember that now. The 25th of this month. So yeah, it'll be out then. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a brilliant night. Thank you. Goodbye.